1973. There's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start the drive with Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw, it's Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. adjustments coming as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now Allen again. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll run with Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
On second down, Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Brought down by Ed Oliver. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They give it to Williams, running right. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down to the 25. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. Twisting away.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here we go with Williams, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some room to work. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there out of Cook. 47 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Allen now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. The Bills at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row. And
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league. Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And the slot man goes in motion left. To try again after the sack. Allen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Gets this one to Morris. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the 36, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go play action now. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Williams is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Wilson going to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
On first down, Allen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Alert, alert, alert! Half 85, half 85. Hey, tight.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. Under pressure, they got him again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long.
Looking to throw. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. The crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now it's Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jair Elam makes it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came on the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception. And I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it.
Allen hit. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Wilson. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Now, 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes it 24-13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to finish together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The end result, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Operating from the red zone now. Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis from 13 yards out. And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now it's Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Wilson to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Diggs in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Allen now on 1st down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Here's second and a yard.
To throw again is Wilson. Complete to Washington. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
On the slant, he finds Washington.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. One last shot for Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Teron Johnson able to pick it. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions.